We celebrate a special memorial feast today. It's the memorial of all the saints and blessed of the Society of Jesus. So perhaps there's a Jesuit who's been important to you in your life. Today would be a good day to pray in thanksgiving to God for what he was able to do for you and what God was able to do in you through him. To my right is a photo of Father John Hoy, who passed away this past December. He was my long-term spiritual director and played a role of great importance in my life. I had become Catholic some years earlier before I met John, and I did so by following a little voice, a little intuition, something happening inside me that was leading me somehow. I didn't understand it at first. I just started following, and things seemed to work pretty well. I became a Jesuit. Within 2 years I met John, and he started to encourage me to pay attention to that voice. That is the voice of God, caring for me, leading me, guiding me. And so I did, and it's made all the difference in my life. Attending to this voice, of course, is fundamental to the whole Ignatian program. Discovering God already at work in us, leading us, guiding us. But of course, Ignatius didn't make this up. Catholicism didn't make this up. Jesus didn't make it up. We hear it in our first reading today, a special reading for this special feast from Deuteronomy chapter 30. Moses said to the people, "This command which I enjoin on you today is not too mysterious or remote to you. It is not up in the sky that you should say, 'Who will go up in the sky and get it for us, and tell us of it, that we may carry it out?' No, it is something very near to you, already in your mouths and in your hearts. You have only to carry it out." So the voice is in us. Now, there are many voices in us. Which one do we listen to? We listen to the one that leads us toward resolution of difficulties and challenges, that lead us to greater peace, to a greater sense of personal authenticity and personal call. Now, the voice will also lead us to the places inside ourselves where we feel hurt, or abandoned, or alone, or troubled, because of something going on in our present day, or something that's happened in our past. Well, this is the wisdom of God leading us to those places, so we can find resolution there. And what is the resolution? We ask the Lord to love us in that place. Because the hurt arose in the first place because we were not being loved. We were in fact being abandoned. Or perhaps we had led ourselves into all sorts of troubled ways of living and thinking because we were not attending to the true voice inside us. So the Lord in his love and his mercy for us leads us to that better place, that better way of being our own selves. And of course, finding that authentic self inside us is not the end of the story. The Lord calls us into service, into care and concern for his people. And in this time of election and anxiety, of division and so on in our country and our church, you and I need to pay attention more than ever. We all need to pay more attention than ever to the good voice inside us, the voice of God, speaking words of peace and comfort and truth. So perhaps today we can all spend a little bit of time recalling perhaps a Jesuit or another human being who has been a saint to us in our lives. Ask that perhaps if the person is deceased, to ask them to intercede for us with the Lord himself, that we can hear his voice of peace yet more clearly today and in all the days to come, and that we may serve him, serve his people, and serve the causes of peace and justice everywhere.